So this is stay close.
Do you want to start with? Do you want it on the big screen, or do you want me to actually do it on here?
Excuse me?
Do you want it on the big screen? Because this is hooked up.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't even know that. Yeah, that'd be
So
great.
pretty much like if I flick it, it's slightly slow on there.
Με
But like, it gives
το
you the
καιρό, που ήξεις τον καιρό,
So
αλλάζει
let's say
πόλη.
let's start on the home screen.
Okay.
Right, so here we are. So what we focus here is on people. So one of the main points in the presentation we talked
Την
about
ώρα,
is the way that we communicate
ανάλογα
now
με την ώρα που
is very
φτιάχνεις,
different to
φέρνει
how we
καιρό.
communicated
Την
5
πόλη
years
δεν ξέρω.
ago. As in the sense, it's no longer a phone call and a text message. We email, we Facebook, we Flickr, we Twitter, whatever it is. So let's start with setting up a Twitter page.
Okay.
Right, so what we do is go to add, go to HTC widget, click on Twitter. So here, what's quite key here is the way that you want to experience have the actual widget experience. So the question is, I mean, do you prefer the full screen view, which I put up? Hold on, let me accidentally clicked on it. So you've got two views. So you've got, I keep clicking. But ultimately it becomes a smaller icon as well. But the whole idea here is that Twitter becomes a full screen view, which is perfect for what you guys want to view it as. So the viewing experience with the customer is so much greater than having, before you actually have, for example, with the traditional phone, with a traditional phone, you'd have to go into the menu, go to the icon, and then click on Twitter, and then actually go and access the information. Here, I don't want to do all that, and it makes it so much easier. I just literally scroll across to Twitter, and there the information is. So, for example, if I want to update myself, what I'm doing, so so I've spelled it wrongly, but if you notice, it'll pick it up itself. So if I go RD. So even if I've spelled it as RVPRD, whatever, and I still want to say record, it corrects itself.
Gotcha.
Right, so I just click update, so it will update it for myself. And then here is all the content. So, I can check what everyone is doing. I scroll up and down. The whole idea based on around this is I don't want to go find and look for information that what my friends are doing. I don't want to go and say, for example, if one of my friends is organising a party or whatever, I don't want to go and call him up and be like, so where's the party at? Where's it going to be? What time do I need to get there? If he just sends me a tweet and updates his status saying, tonight 9 o'clock, everyone be around mine. Literally, I'm like, okay, I'm going to get a notification here saying, I've got a tweet. So I go, of course, and it's there. I don't need to go and proactively search for that information. It's more coming straight to me, and I can see what all my friends are doing, and it's just posted straight up.
Very cool. So
that's one element of people. Another one is what we call. Another thing I want to show you is actually with people themselves. So let's add there. So we've added people. So now my contact book is actually with pictures. So I'm really bad with names and faces. So and you can imagine, I think a lot of people are. So
I certainly am.
Yeah. So and the last thing you want to do is call someone by the wrong name and just like piss them off. Right. So literally, I have everyone here. So I can either click on the person directly, and I can go and access their details straight away. Or what I can do is go to here. And here what I have is everyone's contacts. Yeah, so this is my address book right now. So I can view this in a number of angles as well. So whether I want to view it as my favorites, so you can have this set up as, your friends and family, your girlfriend, your boys, whoever it is, or you can have it as, your groups, your updates and events, or you can have it as your call history, whatever you want to do. So that's one element to it. The other element is I can actually click on, so let's say I'm trying to get a hold of Chris. So me and Chris have been talking, and now I can actually view all his info, his messages, his mail, his updates and events, albums, or history. So I can do all of that. So I want to see what updates and events. So if he had updated something, I would see it in here. So for example, if he updates his Flickr or his Twitter, I can also see it there. Or if I go back, and let's say I go back a screen. So while I can also update it here. So for example, let's see if we've actually got one set up. So if someone updates their Twitter, I'll be able to see it here as well. So the whole idea is even in my address book, I can see exactly what's going on. And another thing what we talked about is search. So at the end of the day, when I click on search, I know this means Google search, but also when I'm searching for a friend, I don't want to scroll to the bottom to go and look for my friend. I click search, search all people, I type in whoever I'm looking for. So let's say I was looking for Chris.
All of the photos
Chris is there. And literally everyone talk to Chris.
There's no difference between the experience that I get.
And I can choose however I want to.
Awesome.
Yeah?
Very cool.
So that's the people element. Another thing is, if you're anything like me, come Friday, 8 o'clock in the evening, the last thing I want to see is an email from work saying, can I please get this? It's urgent, and you don't want to respond to it. And over the weekend, you don't want to be checking your email. So what you do is, go to Scenes, go to HTC. So I've set one up already, click Done. I don't want to save that, cancel. So give it a few moments while it just updates because of all the content that's on there. And literally what will happen is, it's gone. So now I've actually turned around to the phone and it's actually populated with everything different.
So those are seven different screens set for that scene?
Yeah, so
And how many different scenes can you have?
Set as, need to double check. So, but my understanding of it is,
I think the guy said it was just relying on the memory, so
yeah, it's pretty.
So you could so theoretically you could have unlimited?
Yeah,
I'm well placed to see.
or if you were like Hugh Hefner, you could probably have
One for each girl.
Yeah, you could do it that way. We should actually look into that and see, if we could do something there. But pretty much that's, I mean, it means that you actually have a phone that's dedicated to what you want it to do. And you're not having to have a phone, like I carry two phones, I carry a work phone and a personal phone. Having one of these, I'm not blurring the lines no more between work and personal, because I'm kind of checking my work phone or I'm checking my home phone, and I'm trying to see exactly, like I may get emails one way or the other. Here, if I just want to switch off from all of that, I just literally go onto social.
And can a different scene have a different status updates at the top, or are they going to be the same status updates? Say like you don't want to get, like if you're in work mode, you don't want to get tweets.
So you can turn off Twitter. So one of the questions was, how many different scenes can we set?
It's limited by the memory in the phone, so you can keep going and you can always edit the scenes.
So if you wanted to, though, you could have like 10 scenes. And there's probably no reason to, but
there's no reason why not. But the scenes are editable as well. So if this is one of my saved scenes at the moment and I change it, then if I go to another scene, for example, it prompt me to save the existing scene, and I can rename that my weekend or my work or fun with the family or whatever it may be.
And are the scenes tied into status updates at all, or in the status bar? So say you're in a work scene and you don't want to get tweets because that's mostly your personal life. Do the scenes correspond with the status updates at all, or is that totally separate?
It's separate. So these notifications.
Okay. Okay.
We think that people are going to want to know notifications.
And it's kind of hidden anyway, so they don't.
It's hidden anyway. You just have to pull down this bar here, and if I want to go to that content, then I just
okay.
select it.
Awesome.